Hey boo, hey, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. I'm having a pretty good Sunday. Um, the semester is almost over. God is so good. I cannot wait. And then next week I'm going to plan like a little self-love workshop for my kids because I'm telling you, y'all, they really do need it, which is kind of what my topic is about today. But my name is LaQuinia Gibson, and welcome to my channel. I'm a beautiful mess. Here, I just want to give you some words of encouragement to make you feel good about who you are and what you're going through in life, and I hope I'm doing just that, okay? The topic of my video today is, why am I comfortable not loving myself? This is a question I have been asking myself for the past couple weeks because I've realized I've really been beating myself up a little bit harder than usual these past couple weeks, so that's kind of where I am. And so a quote that I found is, you owe yourself the love that you so freely give to others. I don't know who said that quote. I wish I did, because it's really, really true. And so starting my first point, and my friend Ty was like, you always talk about childhood trauma. You always talk about therapy. But Ty, it's true. My first point is childhood trauma, okay? At some point, I was neglected. I was neglected as a child, and I didn't receive love, and that has transferred into my adult life. And one of the other reasons I think I'm comfortable with not loving myself is because, for me, I view love as a source of providing. If I can't provide for you and you can't provide for me, it's like, do we really love each other? But more so for me. If I can't provide for you, then I feel like I have then become unworthy of love, because that's how I view it. To make you happy and to make me happy is to give you something that has monetary value, not something of just like, just love, or, giving you a candy or something for no reason, but let's just like providing for you. If I can't do that, then I don't think I'm worthy of love. And I have taken that mentality into most relationships with people, which brings me to point number 2, which makes me feel like that, which I know, not makes me feel, I know it's hard for me to accept love. And I'm learning from my kids that how to accept love. Like, those kids, they drive me crazy. Ooh, make my eye twitch. But they are teaching me what real love and unconditional love is. Those kids really are. And so, but before I even get there, because I've had my heart broken so bad, and real bad, in the words of Carisha, I have put these walls up. I put walls up, and they are a false sense of security for me, because I have told myself that if I cannot provide for you, then I'm not valued enough and I'm not worthy enough to receive your love. And I really have taken that into almost every relationship in my life. And I have people in my life that teach me differently. They don't even know I feel like that, but just because of their actions are so pure and good, my kids being one of them, they have taught me differently and how to see that. But for me, I still feel like that. So I value who I am based on what I can do for you. And that's how I value how much you should love me and how much I should love myself. Which brings me to my last point, which is point number 3, is I am definitely, because I understand that thinking is very detrimental to my mental health, physical health, and just well-being overall, I am unlearning my negative cycles. And so what I'm learning and unlearning my cycles is, loving yourself takes total accountability and trust with yourself. You have to be able to go deep, and you have to be able to let your heart break to be able to put it back together again. Okay, you have to be able and want to grow. And growing requires vulnerability, in the words of Sarah Jakes. It requires vulnerability, because you have to be able to be open enough to admit those things that you've allowed to happen, that you have allowed to take place, because you were in a place of hurt, and so you thought it would bring you comfort, but then you knew that it wouldn't. But because you didn't want to admit that, you just allowed it to be. And so now you have to rectify that, you have to figure that out, and you have to be okay, and you have to forgive yourself in that process. And for me, I have to remember that sometimes I like to stay in a hurt place, because that's how I connect with people. The trauma bonds, they connect you with people, and they make me feel like I have a place in your life, and then boom, you love me again. But that's a whole nother video. Woo! Trauma bonds is a whole nother video. But for me, that's it. And so what I'm doing is I'm learning to show up for myself. I'm learning how to hold me and to be there for me, and to show myself that that we are worthy, like with me first, not with nobody else. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm embracing all parts of who I am as a person, and I'm loving on them, and I'm speaking life back into all of those dead places back into my life. I am teaching myself how to love myself unconditionally, because that's the love that I would love to give to someone else and to ultimately everybody I know. So that's it. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I hope you got something from this video. And please, please, please remember to love yourself and forgive yourself. Okay? Bye.